So this is actually a continuation of the other example that showed how to get the count, but just in case you didn't watch that video, I'll show you how to do that from the beginning. So the first thing to do is go ahead and put the name of the file in. And so again, I've called it favcolor is the name of the data set I'm going to use. You can call this anything you want. I just happen to like that name. And then that arrow, and then read CVS, and the name of the website. Again, we need to do the count, and we're going to again name a variable count, so that's what this is for. And then it's going to be a table, and it's our favcolor, and then the $, and then the color variable. If you want to look at it, you can by just typing count. We don't need to this time. We just want to create a bar plot. So that is the command in R is just bar plot, and then you just type in count, which is the variable we want to do a bar plot of. When you do that, you will get the bar plot. I'm going to try to make it a little bit smaller so you can see that what it creates. So this creates the basic graph, and that's what it looks like. And that's all you have to do. Then if you just click in this graph, nothing actually looks like it happens, but you can go ahead and copy it by just doing Command C or Control C, copy it, and then you'll be able to paste it into a Word document. Now, this one's kind of boring. It doesn't give us a lot of information, so we do want a title, and we want some labels on our axes. So we're going to go ahead and create that. Going back to our R console, you're going to do the same bar plot, count, and then a title is always main, and then whatever you want to call this. So let's say this is favorite colors, and that will create a graph that now has the title on it. So notice now I now have favorite color up in my title. If I now go and say, oh, instead I also want to have labels, I would do for the X label, it's actually X lab for X label. And again, in quotes, you do equals, and then in quotes, you just type in what you want to call that. Since these are just colors, I'll just call it colors. We'll go ahead and do the Y label at the same time. So Y label is Y lab, and these would be your frequencies or count, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to call it. Again, whatever you type. By the way, if you type a typo here, it will print the typo because all it's doing is typing whatever you do. So now if we go back and look at our graph, you can now see it says frequency and colors and favorite color. The last thing that I like to do, and if I use the up arrow, I can hit the up arrow and it'll bring back the previous command. And I can just arrow over and then type in a new thing here. I like it to not be gray. So I want to make it have a color. So the way you do that is col, C-O-L for color. Don't do the whole word color because I won't know what that is, but just C-O-L. And then in quotes, type in whatever color you happen to like. I actually like purple, but I think blue stands out quite nicely. And then if I go look at my graph, I can now see I get all of that information. I get my titles, my labels, and my color of blue. There are other different colors you can pick. You can pick pretty much most colors that you can type. Play around with that a little bit to see what colors you can do. You can also do rainbow. So if I notice here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different colors. So if I go back, or 7 different bars, so if I go back in here and say color, remove the quotes and just type rainbow, and then in parentheses type in that there are 7 different divisions. Make sure you close that parenthesis and then hit enter, and now you get different colors. Now unfortunately it's just going to randomly pick colors, so blue is going to not necessarily be the color blue. The next color would be the same. One thing to notice is you can't see all of the colors, all the labels down there. If you just make your window bigger, you will see more of them. Because I'm trying to show this on my graph, I can't show all of it. But if you just keep making it bigger, you'll see all the different labels. And that's all there is to create a bar graph. If you can't make the colors and the labels and the title, that's fine. Just get a basic bar plot by doing bar plot and parentheses count.